Hey, what's up? It's Felicia Michelle, and I am here at the premiere of Jason's Letter here in Dover, Delaware, and we are here to talk to some of the stars, check out the movie, so come on inside with us. Hey, what's up? So I'm standing here with Nakia Dillard,
Hey.
Uncle T. Hey, what's up, Uncle T?
Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
We're great. So, Nakia, really quick, first off, I love the movie so much. Like, I thought you did a phenomenal job. Like, what drew you to this movie?
Well, it was the story, just all the police violence in the communities, and just it just needs to stop. It's just a lot of senseless killings, and I'm just tired of it. So when Terrance came to me with this story, I was like, I have to be a part of this.
For sure, it's a great project. So, do you like identify with your character in a special way? Are you an uncle in real life?
Actually, no, I'm not an uncle in real life. Actually, I'm an only child, but I have a lot of kids that I work with. I have an acting school too in Philadelphia. Yep. So I'm around kids all the time.
That's what's up. So, what are your hopes when someone watches this film? Like, what is something that you hope that they take away from it?
I just hope they look at this as a mirror and a way to make change. Because I think police need to see this movie and just see how it affects the neighborhoods. It's just crazy out here, But they definitely have to make a change. So that's what I hope they get from it.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
All right, you're watching Press Pause. What's up? So I'm standing here with, he doesn't really need introductions, Brian Hooks. What's up, Brian?
What's going on?
Nothing much. So, well, not nothing much. It's an awesome film. We're here for its premiere. We're here in Dover. So, Brian, like, what drew you to this, like, script? When you first read it, you were like, oh, I got to be a part of this. Like, what made you say that?
Well, first off, my man T, who's calling me right now, called me for the film. And once I seen the content, it's so relevant to what's happening right now. It was like, I didn't even give it a second thought. I definitely wanted to be a part of it, you know what I mean? Especially, I think we're in a time where race is just so heightened right now. And to put out a piece of work like this, I think it stimulates everybody, it gets people talking, and I think ultimately, once you get past your personal whatevers, white or black, it moves everybody forward. So once I read it, I got that, and I knew I wanted to be a part.
And it was a go. You had to do it. So what are you hoping that people take away from it when they watch it?
Just that. I'm hoping that they think and sort of see things from a different perspective other than they're usually used to viewing things. It wasn't, although we're dealing with the police and blacks, it wasn't meant to be bashing anyone.
It was finding a solution to the problem.
Right, but just offering alternatives and giving people the idea to think outside of the box or look at it from the different lenses and try to find a solution, because change definitely needs to happen. So
definitely. Thank you so much, Brian. I really appreciate it. I know they're calling you, so I'm going to let you go. Well, thanks for watching Press Pause.
I was hugging you all in the thing like we was finna do the slow dance or something. That's how we was.
Hey, it's Felicia Michelle, and I'm standing here with Mr. John Mitchell. How you doing, John?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great. So, John, we just watched the film, and I wanted to say, personally, I hated your character. Like, I hated your character so much. But that means you did a good job then.
That's great. No, I appreciate that. That's what I want to hear.
So what drew you to, like, this particular script and getting involved in this project?
Well, a friend of mine, Laura, she introduced me to Terrance, and they said they needed a cop role. So I do a lot of that stuff in New York. Mm-hmm. I work on Blue Bloods, Shades of Blue, a few other shows as a NYPD police officer. So I said, why not? And they said, well, that has some tones of racism and this and that. And I said, well, I'm an actor, so it's a role.
Yeah, he's got to act.
Me, so if I could pull it off, great, and it was challenging, it was to be like that, and I loved it.
So where do you find, like, inspiration to do that? Because you really are, like, a really nice guy. Like, how do you find inspiration to just be a total, complete jerk? Yeah, jerk. Jerk is a word I can say on camera, but yeah, jerk.
Well, you have to, I've learned through acting classes, give credit to my acting teacher, Kenneth John McGregor. It's inside you. You have to just be able to bring it out.
For sure. So what is the takeaway from this movie? So if someone watches this movie, you want them to take away what kind of message from it? I know it's like a you have to think about that one because it's a really thought-provoking movie on multiple levels. But if you had to say like one or maybe two things you'd want somebody to leave from seeing it with in their head.
Well, understand it's happening, which everyone knows that it's happening, and don't look at all police officers as the bad guy, because this just happened to be a rural town, and they had control of it. I mean, the police in this town had control of the town, and not all cops are like that. So think about that.
Yeah, that's what's up. Thank you so much for talking to us. You're watching Press Pause. Hey, what's up, Sue? We are here talking to Miss Lisa Marie Collins. Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
She's so sweet. So Lisa was in the movie, and actually, tell us a little bit about your character.
I play Miss Redmond, and my character is a teacher, and I go to the principal to make him aware that we should really take notice of what's happening in the community, and also to listen to the children and what's really happening and bring awareness to it. And he said that he couldn't agree more, so...
That's what's up.
Yeah, exactly.
So why did you decide to pick this script? You got this script. They said, oh, would you want to be part of this? What made you say, yeah, I have to do this? Like, what made you say that?
I thought that it was a great message. I actually saw the beginning of it before I went out to California. And I was out in California, and I was thrilled they did mostly all the scenes. And I got back and was able to, film one of the last scenes, which is actually the opening scene of the movie. But as soon as I saw the project and knew who the director was, I absolutely wanted to get on board with this project. I think it's a great message of community. It's bringing awareness to a great issue, and also love and taking care of the children. That's what it's really about, protecting them and awareness.
Okay, so maybe somebody's on the fence, like, I don't know, maybe I want to see it, maybe I don't want to see it. What would you tell them? That they have to?
Absolutely must see this film. Absolutely. Yes. It's for everyone. I can't imagine anyone not liking the film, and it brings awareness to a great subject in a great way, and brings, unity and peace to everyone. I think everyone should see this film.
Lisa, thank you so much. You're literally so sweet.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I also, again, want to thank Terrance Tykeem for casting me in the role. Amazing cast, and also crew. I can't thank him enough. Great job.
Awesome. You're watching Press Pause. So I'm standing here with Sean Ryan. Isn't he adorable? He's so cute. You're actor,
singer, songwriter. Mm-hmm.
Super talented, creative person. So
Yeah.
You weren't in the movie, but you did just watch the movie, though. So what was your reaction?
I mean, the movie was just incredible. It's such a current topic that so many people need to hear about today, and it's just so important that everybody who was involved really came together and put together a great body of work for viewers to see and hopefully be touched by, and we can start the conversation about making changes in our country and around the world.
Definitely. So when you walked away or in the last scene, I know I was it was very emotional.
Yeah.
But so what was your takeaway from that? Where were you emotionally? What did you take away from that? Because you're an actor, probably, so you probably even experience it on a different level or have a heightened sense of empathy. What did you take away from that?
I mean, I think for me, what it just meant for me is it's a shame that sometimes it takes a tragedy to wake people up and have them really realize that we need to do something. But unfortunately, it's happening so often now, so that I think people, yeah, and I think we need to have conversations on both sides, because there's that issue of people who really sometimes just feel like it doesn't exist, and it really does. It's not just something that people of color are just making up off the top of their head. This is really happening, and we need to have real conversations with not just people of color, but people of other walks of life as well, so we can get some real results.
For sure, we're all part of one race, human race, right?
I agree with that.
Thanks so much, Sean. You are so adorable. Thanks for talking
so much.
to us.
You're beautiful
Thanks.
yourself.
You're watching Press Pause. So I'm sitting here with the star of Jason's Letter, who plays Jason, Jamol Manigault. I said it right? Manigault. Correct them when they wrong, Jamol. Let them know. How are you doing?
I'm good. We just wrapped up the premiere. It was awesome. We're eating now, meet and greet. I'm excellent.
So seriously, no, you're in a great situation right now. First off, you did an amazing job. I have to really give you credit. You did an amazing job. So how was it working with seasoned actors? You got Vivica A, you got Claudia Jordan, you got Brian Hooks. You have people who had legendary movies. Like, how did you feel working with those people?
Well, it was amazing. I mean, it was phenomenal. They're phenomenal actors, and I just had an amazing time.
That's awesome. So when you got the script or they introduced the idea of the role of Jason to you, what were your first thoughts?
Well, I knew it was a very strong topic, and I wanted to bring the I just wanted to do what I had to do to bring it to the plate.
That's what's up. You totally did, though. You did your thing, young man. You did your thing. So watching this movie, like, it is a very heavy topic. It is something very serious, something that actually really personally affects and is directed towards you and, like, your friends and people who look like you. So in the takeaway of what somebody watches this film and they see your performance, what do you want them to say after they see the film? Besides that you're a great actor and that you're a star on the rise, besides that, what do you want them to take away from the film?
I just want everybody to know the theme. I mean, it's a very strong theme. I mean, a lot of unarmed killings is going on, and nobody's brave enough to even talk about the topic. And shout out to Mr. Terrance. He actually did a whole star-studded feature film on it. So.
That's awesome. So, Jamol, I know I'm going to see you again. I'm going to be interviewing you again, but and we going to be in Los Angeles or something. We're going to be fancy. You're going to have another fancy. This suit is nice, though.
Thank you. I got it made just for me. My Terrance, he actually picked it out for me.
Oh, it's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jamol. You are a star on the rise. Thank you for talking to me. You guys watching Press Pause?
Yes.
So I'm sitting here with producer, director, writer of Jason's Letter, Mr. Terrance Tykeem. How you doing, Terrance?
I'm great. I'm doing real good. It's a beautiful night, beautiful event. Star-studded. Passion in the room. People feeling what the product was, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, definitely. So when I sat down and watching the movie, I'm like, okay, I see where it's going, but I'm like, where a movie's going, but sometimes it's like the feeling behind it. So like they had a lot of emotion in it.
From each scene, because like when I do films, I like to give each scene substance. Because if the scene's got substance, you're gonna get that emotional connection with it. So I always try to give each scene substance. Because I watch too many films and I see that they don't put there's no emotion in the film. Yeah, it's crazy because it make you want to turn the shit off. So so it's like it's crazy.
Especially for like a message that this film has, you had to have that emotion there. So like you have stars in this film. You got vets. Like you got Vivica A. Fox. You have Brian Hooks. You have Claudia Jordan. Like just to name a few people that people will know. Like how do you get people on board? Or how do you convince somebody about a project like this? Because it's controversial. Like it's definitely controversial. How do you convince people to get on a project like this?
Well, what it is that it's real. It's controversial or not, it's real. And the crazy thing about it is that to do a film like this and for it to come from a child, for a child to feel like that's the solution is just insane. You know what I'm saying? For a child to feel that way is just like it's ridiculous. So for me to have come across that letter and then be able to actually turn it into a film is a beautiful thing. But the most important thing is letting them know that if I want you to be involved in the project, it's a real project, and it's up to you whether or not you want to be in something real. Because like she said, she keep doing all those drama or comedy and all kinds of fight films and stuff. But this right here is about something that people gonna be talking about this for like centuries like from now.
So, speaking of the letter, this is actually Jason's letter. Is actually a letter that somebody sent to you, or you got by way, and that's what inspired you to write this film. So, where did this letter come from, or the young person that wrote this letter come from?
It's a little young boy from Ferguson, Missouri. Well, it's a little town just outside of Ferguson, but they claim Ferguson. But my friend had introduced me to this lady, and the lady told him that can you get this letter? Because she knew I made films. So asked him, could you get the letter to me? So he kept trying to get me to read it for like a long time. And I never got around to reading it. But
would you say for like a month or something? You didn't even read it?
Like a little bit over a month. It was just because I was just really busy on my other film, my Touch film. Because, with Tony Sirico and Stephen Baldwin in my other film. So I was pushing that. And then we had our deal with Lifetime. And then we didn't know how the lawsuit thing came. That kind of put everything on hold. So that's what gave me the time to do this. So I said, okay, let me look at this letter you're talking about. I read that letter, man. And when I read that letter, it just kind of blew me away because I was like, I called him. I said, "Yo, a kid wrote this shit," because everything you see, almost that he's saying, is pretty much what's in the letter. So I didn't really change anything. Yeah, the little boy.
Out of the mouth of babes, right?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. And the little boy actually said all this stuff in the letter. So I'm like, man, I got to go ahead and give it to him the way he said it.
Definitely put it out there. That's awesome. So if somebody to watch this movie, like, what is the takeaway? I mean, for you, probably you're passionate about this project, of like being that you directed, wrote it, produced it, everything. What is the takeaway that you want someone to say? Like, I watched this movie and now I have this insight. Or I watched this movie and now I look at it like this.
Well, when people say, say they watched it, I want them to say, "Wow, man, I mean, I got to step my game. I got to get involved. I mean, I got to do something. I can't just keep saying, "Oh man, that's messed up," because that's our problem.
Or making a Facebook post about it, like people do, or like, what's the action, right? You so I guess taking action then.
Yeah, you gotta either even if you don't take an action, you gotta really take it to the people that really if you're not gonna take an action, at least take the conversation to the people that we're supposed to take, which is the white people. You gotta take it to the white people because the thing about it, once they see that you're able to engage them in the conversation about it, they'll open up, and then you'll find out more about where they stand, and because a lot of them stand with you, we just don't really want to have a conversation with them.
It can be uncomfortable to have that conversation, but it's very necessary.
That's right. That's why I don't know if you've noticed it, like several scenes in the film, I made it about having the conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Or even like, not to spoil it, but even the one scene where the neighbors came in and the police were saying, "Oh, we weren't doing anything," and they were like, "Oh, we've actually been standing here. We actually saw this firsthand."
Exactly. So it's like, yeah, I always put those kind of things in my film. You know what I'm saying? So people can, like, when they watch it, they be like, this is something that I can see myself gravitating towards, because as you notice, I made sure I had a really diverse cast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So because it's an issue that if you're gonna get any traction, you got to have the Caucasian people in this country really get involved, because right now they just turning a blind eye to this. They turn a blind eye to this, and that's the problem that we having right now. And I think once you do a film like this and get people talking about it and get people engaged, because once you watch this film,
once you're on notice, you noticed.
That's right. And plus, it makes you, you saw the energy. It gives people that energy, man, to just want to look at things differently. And you're gonna notice people from this day on are gonna look at things totally different in terms of being more proactive. When you see, because adults don't like to be outdone by a child. They just don't. They just, listen, I'm like that. I know everybody's like that. And when you see a child stepping up to do that, it's a problem.
For sure. So when can we look forward to like seeing this? Like because the masses need to see this. Everybody needs to see this movie.
Yeah, most definitely. I right now, like, I got offers from a couple TV networks, but they're not the ones I want though. And actually, one of them has been they want this film really, really bad, but they're not the network that I want. And it's actually two networks, but one of them are really really coming at me heavy. But now that my friend came tonight, one of my friends came tonight, he brought the lady with him from
the other place.
You're from USA Network.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, they were here tonight, and he put because he came into the little booth where I was at with a computer was at where we were showing it, and he said, "Listen to me, I did not expect this." He said, "This is the kind of film that everybody in the country will be talking about." He was like, "I need you to come up to New York on Wednesday." So I'm going to go up there on Wednesday and sit down and talk to him. Probably would talk to him. What they gonna offer.
That's awesome. Well, I can't wait. I think everyone needs to see this movie. And Terrance, you did an amazing job. So thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Without question.
Thanks.
Without question.
Watch him press pause.
It was one of his friends, because he kept calling me. He kept saying, "See, I got this letter, man. You gotta read this letter from a friend of mine down in Missouri." This is Timothy. You saw him in a couple scenes in there. You saw his video. You saw the video I played. I told him, I said, "Listen, man. If I do the film, I said, if we do it, then I'm definitely gonna give you some cameo in there and everything, because if it don't be for you, I never would have got my hands on that letter and everything." And he kept pushing me, because I think I was telling the reporters. He kept saying, "Man, you got to read that letter." And I had that letter for like a month. He sent it to me, and I just finally got around to reading it, man. So if it don't be for him, I want to thank you, bro. I want to thank you. Thank you. We want to give. I need the mayor up here real quick. We're gonna do something real quick. We want to do something real quick. The mayor, Dover, they opened up their arms to us, man. They gave us, and just gave us the key to the city and everything. And we want to present the mayor with a check. But what we did, we left it blank. So we're gonna let you put your amount in there. I only got part of the money to do this film. And Brian said, "Listen, man. that script and the way the film was, he said, listen, whatever you need, I'm gonna do it. And Brian opened up his pocket and said, listen, this story has to be told. He said, I don't know where you got the letter from. He said, this story has to be told. Brian Green, give it up for him, y'all. Oh my God. Japan's Griggs, give it up for him. I didn't know you was here. Listen, I want starting from now, I want you guys to say something, man. Just say something, just tell the people what your experience was like being in the film.
Wait, we got some more. There's some more cast members.
Brian Hooks. Brian Hooks. Give it up for my man, Brian Hooks. Y'all saw him in 3 Strikes. He was on the Eve show. Give it up for Brian Hooks. Show him y'all love. I mean, everybody, you know when you do. Where's Joe Gannascoli? Where's Joe? Played Vito on The Sopranos. Where's Joe? Joe Gannascoli. Give it up for Joe. Give it up for Joe. I mean, everybody, played a major part. Kevin, come on, y'all. Everybody, come on out here. Listen, hey, this is a group effort. My mom, where my mom at? Where my mom at? There go my mom. Hey, she don't look like she did with that rag on her head, do she? They being shy. She don't look like that now, do she? The great. Hey, y'all, there go Mr. Willie right there. Hey, Mr. Willie. Mr. Willie did his thing. You know, he took a beat down, got that money, but he's giving the money out to the town. So that's kind of people we want to have in it. Listen, look at this, man. Listen, come on, y'all, give it up. Stop playing. Yeah. All these people, listen, these people came out. A lot of the local cast members, you know, they did it from their heart. They did it out of love. They did it because of the Mission Project. Oh yeah, some of them line up down here.
Some of y'all line up here.
Yeah, come on down here because it's not the group here. Come on down here. Let's get everybody so we can get a group picture, y'all. Everybody in the cast, come on. Devin Ray, come on, y'all. Devin Ray, Jamol. This is a group effort. Hey, listen, this is not something I did by myself. Like when I wrote it, I still need the people to carry it out. These people brought it to the table. And you know, I want my primary cast members, because all of them came from far distances to be here, and I want them to say something. Then I want y'all to hear the mayor.
Hey, Dover, Delaware! Thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting the film. You know, we did our best to bring a little bit of Hollywood to Dover, Delaware, and like he said, like T said, you know, this was a group effort. A lot of people showed up. I mean, the mayor, I remember that day, you know, we filmed in his office, and we had to remember who take the mayor's little plaque out the way, because I was city manager and not the mayor. So from the bottom of our heart, you know, we thank you for lending your offices to City Hall. Can we please give the mayor another round of applause, y'all? Because see, that's what it takes. It takes for communities and us, you know, to support one another, to get wonderful story told. This wasn't about us bashing the police. What it's about is educating each other through our differences. That we all need to love each other and stick together, and that when there is a problem that we can judge it fairly. Because we all know the difference between what is right and what is wrong, correct? Yes. That's the way our parents raised us, and how we should look out for Generation Next. Generation Next deserves to grow up, to be our future lawyers, our future mayors, our future presidents, our future mothers. They deserve to live and to not die for things that are just so quick at the hands of others, that then walk away freely and they don't even get, you know, persecuted for when they do wrong. And that's what we were hoping that Jason's letter did, was that we just brought awareness, that we bring discussion, and that we do that fairly and through our art. So to all of the other actors, I'm so proud of y'all. You all made me tear up, you made me cry, you made me proud. And this is what it's about for me as an actress in Hollywood, that I can come here and give you all an opportunity to shine. This is me passing the torch to a young gentleman. You did such a wonderful job. I haven't felt that kind of talent since I worked with Brandon Hammond in Soul Food. You heard what the gentleman said when we were coming down. He said, man, I teared up like this in Soul Food. And that was a wonderful thing, because that movie went on to do wonderful things. We did a series with it. Just all kind of wonderful things happened. You did your thing. Can we give Roger Rachel another round of applause? Terrance, you did a wonderful thing, and may the Lord continue to bless you to tell stories about our community. And now this will bring awareness for people to get budgets, and you can hire me again. But another reason why I'm mainly here is because of my good friend Paul Anthony right here. Y'all please give this brother. Because you know what? He called me up and he was like, Viv, come to Delaware and we're going to do this film. And wow, was that less than 6 months ago? And here we are having a premiere in Dover, Delaware! To a full house!
Delaware on the map.
To my beautiful friend Claudia Jordan, I thank you so much. Coming here and giving us some of your grace. Wow, I think Delaware on the map. Go up to the ballroom and take some pictures. Okay, wait, he got more. That's it, Vivica. I love y'all.
Listen, I need the mayor to address y'all because, like I said, he opened this city up. He opened this city up to us, and he gave us everything here. That's why I'm gonna let him write a number in there. Don't go too crazy with it. But you know. But listen, I wanted to say something. It's like, you know, I'm the type of person that, you know, I'm just so crazy about my art, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just glad you got what you needed to get from the film because when I came early, I was nervous. When I saw the system, the audio system was acting crazy. I was nervous. So I was nervous about it. And we was having some doing the film, but it's cool. But Mayor, listen, I need you to address these people because listen, you know, you did a beautiful thing by allowing us to have the city.
Well, it wasn't something I did by myself. Susie Staley called us, called Bill Hare and myself, and we made it happen in the course of 3 days. I want to thank Kay Sass, my public information officer, Lisa Leading, and I want to thank the cast for coming to little old Dover, Delaware. We didn't have any snow all year. We provided you with a backdrop with a snowstorm to match the rest of the snow. And I want to thank T and all the cast for putting the city that we all love on the map. And from now on, we're going to be Hollywood East. Thanks, T.
Hey Claudia, I need you to address them because listen, you came at a spur of a moment too and did it. So just address the crowd.
When I was 12 years old, I had an incident with police brutality, but I didn't know what it was called. All I knew, I was 12 years old, waiting for my mom to pick me up under a street light after I went roller skating, and a police officer slammed my best friend into a wall. Wow. Called us monkeys, and really wasn't there to protect and serve. And over the last 32 years, it's just gotten worse and worse. I got to go home that night. Our young black men are being hunted, it's no secret. And I just want to give you all the praise for being bold enough to make a movie like this. And you could easily have gone a different route. So I respect you and I admire you. Thank you so much for what you have done. And you are amazing. And if you was like 10 years older, thank you so much. The cast was amazing, everybody. So thank you so much.
Paul, you brought Vivica to the table, man, and you listen, the performance she gave, you know, was immaculate. So you know.
I think Terrance wrote it best when he says sometimes it takes a child to raise a village. Make no mistake about it. God is in this room, and God is on that film. So we have a regal duty to send that word. Okay, that's how we can evoke change. Enough said.
Jamol. He's really articulate. If you saw him in some of the interviews, he's really articulate and he's a star. We're gonna let him speak and one more person. Then we're gonna go upstairs and do this meet and greet. But just tell him, man, what your experience was, and just address the crowd because they love you.
Hey everybody. Mr. T, he's amazing. Give a hand to him real quick. I mean, he allowed me to be here right now because I'm a boy from Philly. I'm from North Philly. Shout out to Philly. Philly in the house. I had a phenomenal time working on the set. And shout out to everybody that worked with me. I just love it. And it's a very strong topic, so I want everybody to go home knowing the theme.
Listen. Joe Gannascoli was. I want him to say something because Joe was another one. Yeah, he from South Philly.
I know it.
He said he one of the South Philly Italians. You know, I mean, listen. I mean, what's so crazy is that when my buddy called me, he said one of the guys from The Sopranos, he'll do the part. Why don't you have him come down? I said, have him come down. And I had a different role for him, but when he came down, he looked more like the principal.
Thank you. It was a pleasure working with you, Terrance, and I was so impressed with the film, and it's truly a great message, and I'm very proud to be in it.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's do a group. We're gonna do a group shot, then we're gonna go through this meet and greet, y'all.